I've got that microphone on, and wow, thank you, Gura. That is very awesome of you to support the channel like that. Gura27 Sweden. And thank you very kindly for throwing in that wonderful super chat. Appreciate that, Gura. Thank you very kindly. And all good. Awesome. And anyway, welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. Happy Friday, September the 29th here of 2023. I know it's Saturday morning in some places already across the pond over by possibly Gura and Piggy and a few others. So that is pretty awesome. Anyway, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board. We'll say hello to the moderators first, and that is our wonderful Arizona Snowman and Piggy, who's here. Yay! Welcome back, Piggy. And Sue is also on board. Welcome, Sue. And CND Boy will probably pop in, as well as Yvonne might show up. She is back in Germany, from what I understand, and read that thing about the bomb scare in her area, so she got diverted. Wow. That is around her home somewhere there. So anyway, that's a little bit freaky, eh? And also welcome to the other moderators like Siggy and possibly Gary 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, etc., etc. We got more. LOL, she is awake for now. Dr. Fox, awesome. Awesome for now, eh? Well, hey, Piggy, anytime you need to go rest, just do it. You know, that's the way I look at it, and I think that is pretty awesome when that happens. When you can just fall asleep and nobody can bug you. I felt like that this afternoon, but I had things to do. Anyway, we'll say hello to everyone in here, and we'll start out with Henry Nelson. Welcome. He was first. Gura was a very, very close second. And there's also Philomena. Welcome back. And Tetra is also here. Welcome. Brian Perfectability 999 and Going South. And King Colin Deadman also here. Dan the Man is back as well. And thank you for renewing there, Dan. And Bill Kimmel on board. Welcome, Bill. Kevin Williams is here. And let's see, who else we got? And by the way, thanks Gura for rejoining again, as well as a lavalier. That's awesome for keeping that support up. We do appreciate that. And welcome to Grandma B, who's in the house as well. And Gaines is also here. Welcome, Gaines. And who else we got? Going up the list, Connie Tyree is here. Welcome, Connie. Still scrolling upward here. Metal Omi 54. Welcome back, Omi. Good to have you on board. Good night. And let's see, who else we got in here? Let's see, still scrolling. We got Grandma B, we got King Colin. And let's see, that's it, all the way to the top. I got everyone that I mentioned already, so hopefully Arizona Street Media saying hello, everyone. Welcome. And yeah, cool. I think I've got everyone. So if I missed your name, please do speak up, say something, say, hey, you missed me. But that is okay. And Piggy throws in hugs to all. Thank you, Dr. Fox, TGIF. And thank you, Piggy, for that awesome super chat. Piggy, gotta write that down. There we go. And glad you're having a better day there today, I think. And thank you very kindly for the wonderful support. All right, well, let's, since we're already looking at Hawaiian archive stuff, let's get rid of that. And I'm going to stop that, and we'll go over to the live stuff. And unfortunately, the live stuff is not very exciting. How about I get rid of that big banner too? Where's that button? The banner button. We'll hit that one. Click, gone. Anyway, there you can see our shot of the Helma crater portion here, as well as Kilauea and the old vents. There's your steamer. Here's our central vent around Pig Island, still doing its smoky thing, and it looks like we're turning kind of a yellowish green there. Some sulfur coming up, perhaps. Interesting to see that on that view. The other one, of course, is over at the vents, where we're not seeing any fumarolic activity at all. I'm really kind of dismayed. I thought, we'd see some smoke coming out afterwards, but nothing. It's just done and quit. So let's leave that one be. Going to make that one smaller. We're going to go to this shot, renew it, or refresh it, and we'll see what we got here. There's that steamer or smoker, and here's that Pig Island in the middle and the central area. 19 months for Gura. Wow. Yeah, you've been around a long time, Gura. Thank you very, very kindly for sticking with us, and I'm glad that you're here. And, keep coming back. We enjoy having you here. Awesome. Anyway, we do see that smoke and stuff. Like I say, it looks a little yellowish, possibly some sulfur in there. Still looking at the empty pit over here. That dropped quite a ways. I don't know what we're going to do about that, but hey, it is what it is. And we'll move on to the next one. This one I need to refresh. That was not a good picture. This is from the B1 camera. And that is what we were seeing there, that area out there in Helma doing its thing. And this one just on the edge of, I guess we call that the edge of Helma crater, I guess, right in here, that arc. So still seeing some smokers on the side of the hill, or steam. Very interesting to see those. Just they're not doing anything, and we almost see all of Mauna Loa over there, except for these really puffy clouds on top. So kind of neat. And let's leave that one be, and we'll go over to our thermal. Going to redo that and see what it looks like today. I had that one loaded from a 1:30 this morning. It wasn't that much different. Anyway, we aren't seeing any new hot spots or lava anywhere. Oh, Dr. Fox, my night gardening partner is unhappy. I had a garden in LOL. She got nothing to do. Okay. So Thistle is banned from the garden, is a Thistle? Yeah. Oh. Anyway, all good. Anyway, well, yeah, looking at this area, we do still see a little bit hotter temperatures here, but it's slowly cooling off, this whole area. So I don't think we're going to see nothing to garden, all holes filled. Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Anyway, yeah, not seeing very much here at all. So let's leave that be. We'll take off and go to Iceland next, I think. And let's see if I can find that one real quick. That was stuck. Anyway, that's what it was like at 11:20 a.m. That was actually pretty cool to be able to see that. Right now, it'll be a little bit dark there, so we won't see too much. That's Lear in the background. And we're seeing, well, let's see, not much smoke, steam, yeah, coming off of it. So not much happening there either. Let's move that up a little bit further in the day here and just see. This is from 3:56 in the afternoon, Iceland time, and really not much else going on there. Welcome, Amelia. Good to see you. So that is pretty much what we got going on there. Let's put that back on live so we can see that's our outline right now. We do see a star up there, or a couple of them. It got to be clear skies, and the wonderful lights of Reykjavik, the capital city, and the silhouette here of Kilauea. So pretty awesome. No glow whatsoever from our volcano stuff. Or hang on, is that a little glow right there? Tiny little speck? Or is that on my screen? Oh, I wiped it away. It was on my screen. I don't know what this is. That looks odd too, that little spot. But hey, you never know, we might have some heat there. All right, let's go over to the next one. We're going to take a look at this one. It is nighttime, ladies and gentlemen, there, so I'm surprised we can see stuff. There's some stars up there. The moon is up, and we are able to see Ragnar off in the distance here, and that is pretty cool. We are up on Thorbjorn, just south of the Blue Lagoon and the power plant, and you can actually see the ocean off in the distance here, and pretty good landscape shot. So without having to go back in time to see what the day looked like, but we are going to anyway, so you can. And there you can see our wonderful Ragnar and the ocean again, and what it actually looks like up there. So pretty cool. Let's put that back onto live, and we're going to make him smaller, and I think we needed to do that with the other one here too. And we'll go to this one. This, of course, is over at the it's on the cameras on the Perlin Center, and of course this is our wonderful downtown Reykjavik, the capital city of Iceland. They've got a new shiny light over there. Not sure what that's about, but it's no good. It's creating light pollution. Go away, light pollution. Let's see what they had during the day. There we go. Gives you a pretty good idea of what the day looked like. That was at 4:42. We can maybe go back a little bit earlier and see what it was like there. This is 2:08 in the afternoon for them. A lovely day there in Reykjavik, and that is nice to see. All right, let's put that one back on live. We'll make that smaller, and we'll go ahead to the next shot. And this one is of our wonderful Katla. And Katla is buried beneath this ice, and I'm surprised we're able to see it. No clouds, and the moonlit night, and you can actually see the ice sheets over top, or the glaciation on top of Katla, which is really cool. Let's back that up a little bit and see if we could still see it during daylight hours. Well, partially, a little bit of it anyway. And if we go back a little bit more, this is 6.5 hours ago, we did not have visibility. What about if we go back almost 12 hours? Oh, partial visibility. So they had a fair day there. Not too many tourists right there at that point in time, but hey, that's okay. It looks like they're coming, and we got a few of them here. So the other ones are leaving. All right. Mind you, it is getting to, there's one wandering around down on the bottom. It is getting to that time of the year where they have a few less tourists. Anyway, let's put that one back on live. That is kind of nice to see it in that shot. Let's see what the other angle looks like. And that should be a Katla as well. Ooh, and what is that supposed to be? A meteor. Hey, neat. Floating things. All right. And there it is from the other angle, and very nice to see it as well. And if we go back during the day, I bet you we had kind of the same scenario. Yeah, in the evening it was all right, but had some clouds over it during the daytime. And if we go back far enough, we might be able to see it. Let's see if we can pop all the way back. Yep, and there it is. So slightly different angle, looks good. And nothing happening there, though, unfortunately. So let's carry on here. I'm going to move to the other one, and this is of course out on the Reykjanes Peninsula, and that is, oh, that one already put us all the way back in the early part of the day, so that's all right. That's 12 hours ago is what the Reykjanes Peninsula was looking like. You can see some of the steam over there in the distance. That is coming off of the other power plant and over where the Blue Lagoon is. This, of course, is the power plant close to our lighthouse. And there's your steam vent geyser. And, of course, the other steam is being harnessed through these vent or drill hole areas there. You can see a whole bunch of those square boxes and all the piping running over to the steam power plant. So that's what's going on there. Let's put that ahead by, roughly about 6 hours. And there you go. And the wind was blowing in the opposite direction, which is okay. And you can see the little houses off the distance. That is Grindavik. And you can actually see one of the radio towers right there. And the other one is likely right about there. That's over at the naval radio towers. With the steam going the other way, though, we cannot see over to our wonderful Blue Lagoon area, so that's okay. But still looks not bad. Let's put that back to alive and see what the day looks like right now there, if it'll go live. Come on, camera. Will you go live for me? Oh, there's your live shot. So, yep, we can see it. We can even see the steam coming from the Blue Lagoon. Nice. I like it when we got moonlight happening. That's pretty awesome. There you can see your two towers. Pretty cool. All right. What happened to the wonkyism? Hey, a donkey. There he is. What is that? What were you referring to, Gura? I don't know what you were talking about. If we go to here, this is what I was looking at. This is steam. That's a steam vent or steam geyser. And these boxes here, those are drill holes where they drill down in to put some pipes in, and they capture the steam coming from in the ground with these the pipes coming up and going into the boxes, and then those are all fed into this building and drives a generator. So it's steam, not smoke. So water in it. So all cool. Anyway, well, it's not really cool. It's hot. That's why it's steaming. All right, let's leave that be. I want to make sure I got them all back to a small, and I do. And let's get that canned lava back on. And that is running. So hopefully that helps. Yep, you're welcome, Gura. All right, yeah, for all those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do give it a quick bop. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. That'd be pretty awesome as well. Help us grow the channel. And on those friendly notes, I'm going to go take a break, ladies and gentlemen. And after the break, we shall do more stuff. We'll go, where are we going next? We're going to go and take a look at harmonic trimmer charts, maybe. How about that? We'll do that. And then some shaking stuff. I'll be back. Here's some music. Thanks. And there we go, that microphone is back on. Welcome back everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. And thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and Wonky Donkeyism, saying welcome back, Daddy Foxism. Oh, Wonkyism, you are incredibleism. And thanks King Colin and Brian, Perfectability 999, and Sasha, and aloha to Debbie Brady. Welcome, Brand Visionary. Yeah, awesome. And thank you, Piggy, who's sleeping. I appreciate that. And have yourself a good, nice snooze. And thank you for that. Welcome back, Daddy Fox. Awesome and cool. And thanks, Gura, as well. Appreciate that. And Going South. And Grandma B. What? More Pepsiism? Oh my God, Grandma B. Thank you. Grandma B with a $2 Pepsiism super chat. That is awesome. Pepsiism. Yeah, nice stuff. Anyway, let's park our canned lava and we'll get over and take a look at our harmonic tremor charts. And we're going to go take a look at the ones, for our fragile field area first. Just get that squared up. There we go. Unfortunately, it's not the kind of chart we want to be able to see. Magmatic. Downward trend. Lost a whole bunch of ground today. Seismicity did dip up a little bit and then all the way down and lost some traction. And our tectonic movement, well, looks like it was headed up in the right direction and then got confused and I went back down, so slightly lower than where we started from in the beginning of the day, I guess. Wow. Not that great of a looking chart for something that is going to really set us off to think we're going to get an eruption. Let's take a look at a few of the other charts here just to kind of confirm what's going on. The next one will be Krisovic, and that is this chart. We see a little bit of up and down and up and way down as far as over at Krisovic, which is not that far away from it. And that is actually surprising, and we're seeing a little bit more seismicity, as well as we had a much larger uptick as far as our tectonic movement. So interesting. And you know, here's my old theory of 2 waves per day, and it's kind of evident in this one, which is really nice to see. That is kind of what I think is happening with our stuff there. At least in Iceland, we get 2 waves a day. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's Krisovic area to the northeast of our wonderful Fragile. And if we go to the other one, we can go to this one as well. This, where is it? Did they remove it? No, there it is. I found it. This is to the east of Fragile, just about in the middle. And we see it had a slight increase and a big drop as far as the magmatic is concerned. And the same thing goes with the seismicity. A little bit more movement there tectonically. I'm not sure why, but that is what we've got showing there. Let's have a look at the Grenovic one, see if it had a little bit more tectonic movement as well. There's our Grenovic chart, and yep, just about the same. A little uptick and then a drop as far as the magmatic was concerned. Seismicity almost the same as what we've seen at the ODF chart, and again a little bit of an increase there as far as tectonic movement. And then of course we have that stuff during the day, and I'm pretty sure that's the guys working in the area fairly close to the sensor. And then a drop off again, started about or ended about the same level as where it started. So Interesting to see that. Quick peek at Grimsey. It had a little dip at the morning and came up and held fairly steady up top there. And the same thing goes for its seismicity. So magmatic looking good. Seismicity, little drop, picked up, and then dropped off to a steady flow here. And it almost looks like the same thing happened with our tectonic movement. Grimsey, of course, is the northernmost point there for Iceland. And let's see what else we can find here. Real quick look, we want to take a look at Askja. Askja kind of being in the central portions there of Iceland. Well, sort of central, I guess. Slight uptick and back down as far as our magmatic movement. Actually, it's a little bit lower than where we started out from. Seismicity, kind of almost the same thing. It really didn't go up that much, just kind of a steady, slow decline. And looking at our tectonic movement, quiet there today. So, makes you wonder. Hey, JB is here, and Geoplanet Jane also on board. Welcome, you guys. And let's see, did I miss anyone else sneaking in the door? We got Debbie earlier. All right. And we got that wonky donkeyism. All cool. Anyway, that's what's happening there as far as our charts. Let's take a look at the earthquakes. And as you can see, 96 quakes in the last 24 hours. We're certainly not going to hit them all, but we're going to take a look at a few of them. Well, I'll start up here. We'll just clear this area and in here, and then we'll take a look at breaking up some of this stuff there that's down at Katla and Eyjafjallajökull. It's interesting. Anyway, not too old from 2.38, 8.4 kilometers down, 1830 for that guy. There's a Grimsey, and there's a 11.3 kilometers down from a 542, and 1.63, 10 kilometers down from a 741. And this one is a 1.5 in magnitude, 5.3 kilometers down, 746 is the time on that. And then we've got a 1.6, 1.4 kilometers down, 2258, and a 1.22, 10 kilometers down from a 247 this morning. Magnitude 1, 5.3 clicks down, 2106, and a 0.83, 10 kilometers down from 1105. Then let's go take a look here. A fairly large one, 2.93, and that's 5.7 kilometers down. And that was at 5:45 this morning. Next one over, 0.69, 10.5 kilometers down, 23 minutes after midnight. The other one here is a small 0.2, 7.4 kilometers down, 6:37. And a 1.97, 5.9 kilometers down at 6:31, and that leaves us with a 0.1, 4.6 kilometers down from a 6:23. So gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on, and the volcano in that area is one that I am not going to be able to pronounce. So I will leave it there. Anyway, moving down a little bit more. Let's see, not much going on in the area. 0.34 kilometers down, and that is 2:09 a.m. Moving down a little bit more, we see nothing at Askja, nothing at Herdebreit, and looks like this is what is that? Kverkfjord. Kverkfjord. We got a 1.75, 10 kilometers down, 9:22. This is Grimsvatn, and that is a 2.1, 8 kilometers down from 8 a.m. And then over at Bardabunga here, we have 2 or 3 quakes, I should say, and a 2.41, 4.6 clicks down, 13:14 was the time on it. His little neighbor, a 0.8, 5.2 kilometers down from 1910, and a 0.7, 20.7 kilometers down from 1524. Very deep for that one. This down here, 2.1, 8 clicks down, 8 a.m. We got, all right, 0.2, 6.8 kilometers down, 5:45 this morning. And that leaves us with all of this stuff. All right. This is going to be interesting. Let's take a look and see what's happening. Let's grab these ones out in the water first. A 0.6, 5.2 clicks down from 1724. 4:06 a.m. we had a magnitude 1.3, 5.2 kilometers down, and a 1.3 from a 5.2 clicks down from a 5:41. So that's the ones that are not there. And let's take a look at what's really kind of outside or not in any particular place. 1.7, that's not part of Kilauea, so that is okay. Hey, what's my screen doing? Anyway, 6:27 a.m., a 1.7, 5.6 kilometers down. These two over here in the Eyjafjallajökull area, magnitude 1 kilometer down from a 1:11 a.m., and the other one is a 0.8, 5.3 kilometers down from a 1928. Now, maybe we'll grab this stuff on the outside first. 0.9, 5.2 clicks down, and that is from a 6:53. A 1.08, 226 meters down, very close to the surface, a 5:08 this morning. And a magnitude 1, 5.2 kilometers down from a 5:11. 0.88, 7.3 kilometers down from a 15:13. A magnitude 1, 8. Let's try that again. Look at the right numbers. 10.8 kilometers down, and that is a 5:14. And we have this one, 2.1, 5.2 kilometers down from 4:45, and the 0.7, 5.2 clicks down from a 3:19. Now, let's see what's actually at Catlab. This one is from 1436, a 1.5, 5.2 kilometers down, and we'll work our way through from the top to the bottom here. 2:54 a.m., a 0.77, and that is 1.1 kilometer down. 1758, we had a 1.4 in magnitude, 5.2 clicks down. 2:54 a.m., a magnitude 1, 5.2 clicks down. And 4:53 a.m., a 1.2, 5.2 clicks down. That's definitely all below, well below the ice. 6:07 a.m., a 1.04, 5.1 clicks down. This one is a 1.27, 811 meters down, and that's from a 1338 for that guy. A little bit shallower, I guess. 2:49, we had a 1.1, 5.2 clicks down, and here we got a 1.9, 5.2 clicks down, 1740, and where we went to the wrong place. There, 1.18, 1.1 kilometer down, and 5:16 is the time on it. This one is from 1444. 1.5, 5.2 clicks down, and we got a 0.86, 3.9 kilometers down, 1546 for him, and a 1.2, 5.2 kilometers down from 634. And let's see, we need this guy here, 0.81, 6.5 kilometers down, 749 this morning. The 1.1 from 249, 5.5 clicks down. I think we got this guy already. Yep. So pretty good view of what's going on here. They're all about 5.2 clicks down according to what we're seeing, and various sizes. Nothing super big, so a little bit of rumbling is okay, and we know that that area, of course, is sitting right on the corner of a fault, and that is kind of a stress area. We'll see what else we got. Let's go over to this one, 0.81, 3.9 kilometers down from 1303. And 1:02 a.m., a 0.15.1 kilometers down. Next one is another 0.15.2 clicks down from 1718. Then we got a little stack over here. We'll just grab a couple of these. 1.79, 2.2 clicks down from 223 this morning. 2.11, I think that's the biggest one out of there. 5.1 clicks down, 208. No, this is the bigger one. 3:35 a.m. 2.28, and that's a kilometer and 4.5 kilometers down. Yeah, there we go. This one is a 1.54, 10 kilometers down from 4:17 a.m. Then we got a 0.6 over here, 4.2 clicks down, 23:40, and that is pretty cool. We'll leave the rest. These are small ones. I'm not going to bother with that one. I'm going to do this one, 1.3, 7.1 clicks down, 13:59 for him. And then just quickly show you, this is the outline for Erupción, and we like to see the quakes within that area. We do have a few just over here. This is Kristovic on that side, and that's a 1.07, 4.2 kilometers down from 706, and a 0.71, 5.8 clicks down, 1455, a 0.91, 4.1 kilometers down, 502, and let's grab this guy here, and that is a 1.48, 10 kilometers down from 439. Now we'll zoom in a little bit and get these other ones. So Kilauea doesn't have any right on top of it. We do have this 1.05, 10.2 kilometers down, and that's at 454. That's right on the edge of Erupción. This one is a 1.33, 6.4 kilometers down, 5:05 a.m. A 1.46, 6.3 clicks down, 4:48, and 0.87. 6 kilometers down from 449. So that gives you a pretty good idea there. This is our wonderful Rebbe, the vent right there. This is Siggy Fisher over here, and then that is Ragnar. So that is pretty cool to see those. 1.14, 7.3 kilometers down, 2:22 a.m. 1.19, 7.3 clicks down from 1019, 1020, 1.28, 8.3 kilometers down, and 1.28, 2.6 kilometers down, 649, 0.77, 8.8 clicks down from 1230, and about 1.68, 5.5 kilometers down, and that is from 1131, and then down on the bottom here, 2:29 in the morning, 1.74, and that is 5.8 kilometers down. That's our Erupción area. Not sure how much do we have out here. 1.3, 8.1 kilometers down, 14 minutes after 2300, or 11:40. 11:14 is what I was trying to say. AM or PM, I should say. Boy, I gotta give up. 5:35 this morning, a 1.8, 6.7 kilometers down, and this one just offshore, 1.68, 5.1 kilometers down, and that's from 1333. And there's a Grindavik. There's some interesting ones here. 1.12, 5.4 kilometers down, 17 minutes after midnight, and a 1.36, 5.5 clicks down, 5 minutes after midnight. And we'll just grab a couple in here. Blue Lagoon area, a 1.03, 3.7 kilometers down from 308 this morning, a 0.67, 3.1 clicks down from 326, 0.83, 1.6 kilometers down from 305, and then just on the side of the highway, 1.6 from 1.2, it's a 1.2, 1.6 kilometers down, 306, pardon me, 307 this morning. The other one over here from 1344, a 1.48, 4.87 kilometers down. Gives you a little bit of an idea. Bigger one over here, 1.69, 3.9 kilometers down from 1003. And we haven't looked at these, but we'll grab a couple. 1.49, 5.1 clicks down 47 minutes after midnight. The other one, a 1.27, 4.7 kilometers down 48 minutes after midnight. And a 1.08, 4.3 kilometers down from 46 minutes after midnight. And that 1.53, 4.5 kilometers down from 1:57 a.m. We'll leave the rest. That's good for now. It gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on in Iceland. And it is time for me to take a break, ladies and gentlemen. So let me get you back onto the canned lava and get that rolling. And I'm going to go take that break. For those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop if you can. That'd be awesome. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. It does help the growth of the channel, and that's wonderful. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. Going to take a break for 5, 6, or 7 minutes or something like that. And when we come back, we'll have bacon seeds. Yay! All right, I'm going. I said I'm going. I'm gone. I'll be back. And there we go. The microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. And I see J-Cell is also here. Welcome, J-Cell. And thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and J-Cell and Grandma B and Sasha and thumbs up from CND Boy. And that is awesome. Anyway, yep, stuff on the screen, archive footage of Kilauea. Me, Sharon Stewart. I hear you, Sharon Stewart. Oh, there she goes. I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. Yeah, but it's still Miss New Hampshire. Ay. Okay, anyway, thanks, JB, for that. Welcome back there as well. I did say we were going to take a look at bacon seeds, so let's park our canned lava. Let's go over to the bacon seed views here and see what we got for bacon seeds today. And yes, these are, some of them are from Piggy. Most of them are from Piggy. And we'll see what Piggy sent us today. There she is. She's sending. And let's see. Here's the first one. And I think somebody is having some fun in the hay or straw and some balls in there. That is awesome. A good time for little Piggy to go play in the, looks like some kind of a swimming pool. Pretty cool. Playing in the balls. That is always fun. Let's see what our next one is. And another one playing in the balls. Having some fun. They need a friend though. They need a second Piggy in there. But I guess it's still a little bit of fun when you have one. There goes my phone. Hang on. Sorry, I had to grab that real quick, but I figured I'd leave this little guy peeking over the edge of the container there. He's in the balls as well. Pretty awesome. Yeah, that was just my landlord there. He's reprogramming something for me, so pretty cool. Anyway, awesome to see that guy. Let's see what our next one looks like. Hey, Yvonne is here, just in time for bacon seeds. And here's another little bacon seed. He too has a pool full of balls and enjoying his day. That is pretty awesome. And Yvonne, how is home life? Does it feel good to be back at home? And no more Icelandic hot dogs for a while? I wish I had one. Anyway, looking pretty good. More ball points. Yep. And here's another one. Actually, this one has a friend. They need a few more balls in there, though. But that is awesome. They're having a little bit of fun. Maybe not a huge rain in the fall. More spring in her. Okay. You made it home. Yep, she did. She flew all the way home. Her arms were really, really tired. So hopefully she's okay. And next one is this one. And that's a slightly different thing. There's water in that pool. He ate all the balls. That's the hogwash. And he's pretty white. That's very awesome. Nice to see. And let's get to our next one. What do we got? Another hogwash. This is a 3-pack getting hogwashed. and that is definitely a hogwash. So that is awesome. I love seeing them. Clean little piggies, and bath time, you bet. And we'll get to the next one. And, well, nothing like sitting in your food tray. That is cute looking. I guess if you can't eat it, join it. And that is very, very awesome. Let's take a look at the next one. Finally home after the what ordeals yesterday. Hope okay. Orders yesterday. Okay. Hope Icelandic hot dogs are done until next eruption. Oh boy. And yeah. Hope you're okay for now. Yeah. And here is a very cute little, I think that's a boy because it's got a blue ribbon. And that is an awesome looking little bacon seed. And that's a majestic mini pig. And that is absolutely gorgeous. And we've got one more bacon seed. And here we go. This is our last one. He got hungry, and he was in a hurry. I guess they like corn. He's almost doing the splits trying to get chomping on it. And, yep, he might need a hogwash too. I don't know, but definitely enjoying that corn from the looks of things. So, corn on the cob, how tasty. Yep, I betcha. I betcha with a little salt and butter. Yeah, probably really enjoyed that. So, slippery deck, summer food. Yep, you bet. And that is awesome to see. And that was our last bacon seed for today. So, that is very, very nice. Let's get to some other volcanoes around the world real quick and see what we've got going on. And I think the next one we want to go to is possibly Popocatépetl, and it is. And we don't see a thing there. Let's back that up. They've got some clouds over top, 1734. Yep, still cloudy. Going back 3.5 hours here from 1458. Still cloudy. Yep, 1205, cloudy. No visibility. 1014, still fairly cloudy. And when we get back to about here, 928, we see a beautiful whitish plume going up into the air, pretty much straight up. Nice to see. And there's those clouds that were trying to sneak in there. If we go back a little bit more, we do see it is still puffing the same way, 8:54 a.m., so lots of gas coming out of there. And 7:54 an hour earlier, still the same kind of thing. And if we go back just about all the way, 6:37 a.m., yep, you do see that gas happening there. And we go all the way back to 6:18 a.m. There is some off-gassing, but we can't see it because of the color of the sky at the time. Let's see if we can hit it right on the golden time there. That's the sunshine was lighting it up. So that is what our wonderful Popocatépetl is looking like today. It, of course, is about 70 kilometers southeast of Mexico City, up on the plateau, along with Mexico City itself and the rest of the area there. Looking pretty cool and awesome, but no lava output. And this is the current picture right now that is live, and it is cloudy there, so we're not going to see a darn thing. Let's make that one smaller. We'll go over to our next one, and hopefully we can see something happening there. And that put us all the way back to the beginning of the morning, 8:25 a.m. And this is our wonderful Fuego, and that is in Guatemala. We do see it putting out all kinds of dirty ash there, and that is what we've got going on. Multiple pops in the morning, and there you go. This one is from 8:41, and then of course the cloud work kind of moved in, and we weren't able to see anything for the longest time. So maybe, and that's what it was trying to tell us. Don't bother looking, because you're not going to see anything anywhere else. And let's see, no, it looks like they may even have had rain or something happening there. Yeah, it was raining. Yep, no good view. And that is, oh, hang on, that's not even live. I thought that was live. They lied to us. That's a stream 22 hours ago. Oh my God, let's refresh that, see if it comes up as live now. No, that's what we got. We were rooked. I hate that. All right, let's leave it be. Fuego not doing nothing. And here is our next one. This is Messiah Volcano in Nicaragua. We do see the caldera with a lot of heavy smoke and lit up. So obviously we do have some lava glow inside there, and hopefully we'll one day see it actually flow out of there. I'd like to see that. Next one that we have is this wonderful shot. I don't know why all of a sudden everything wants to translate for me, but that never works anyway. So this one is Rincon de la Vieja, and that is in Costa Rica. And unfortunately, we got so much cloud there that we're unable to see what's going on. We just barely see an edge of previous caldera and some jungle, and that's it. So that is what we've got going on there. Let's move to the next one, and we'll take a look and see what we've got. They want to translate this one too. I need to refresh this one, unfortunately, and I'm hoping that we're going to have clear skies. Yep, let's take a look at this. Yep, we do see just a little bit of off-gassing. This is Lascar in Chile, and you see a little bit of that plumage right there as the evening dwindles on, and that is pretty awesome to see. Let's go back on to the next one. This is Laguna del Mole. As the sun sets, we don't see a heck of a lot there. We do have some moonlight kind of lighting it up a little bit, but as you can see, the colors kind of disappear there. So that's all cool. Nothing really special about that. And looking at this one, this is Villarrica, and we can see Villarrica is active. And we did see, it looked like a couple little spurts of lava coming out of there. It might have been a star going by, but I thought it was lava. Yeah, it's lava. A couple of little shots right at the beginning there where it turns from the earlier time there. Just watch right about there. Yeah, you can see a couple little pops popping up. So pretty awesome. So Villarrica is definitely doing its thing, and we like that. Let's go back and we'll leave that be. Off to our next volcano, and that will be our wonderful Merapi. Let's see if Merapi will make us happy today. And that is 7:25 a.m. there right now. We are seeing kind of a smoky phoenix cloud here. Not sure what exactly has happened. Let's go back a little bit and see if we can figure that out. Well, that was already there. Let's go back a little bit more. Oh, they were way zoomed out, and that's not going to tell us a darn thing. And earlier than that, oh, yuck, nice, a volcano gray. Are we going to get any visibility at all? Let's just have a peek. And nothing till the previous day, according to this. And that would have been right around here. We do see a little bit of lava at the top from 2016, and there it is on the IR cam on the other side, but very poor visibility all around. You see the other cameras, you can't see a darn thing. So that is from up in what I refer to as the crow's nest, although I think it's going to be a little hot for the crows to be up there. But that is up in the top portions of our wonderful volcano. And looking at this, and there's going back to 1950, you can see a little bit of that lava run. But unfortunately, again, the way the stuff are done, we can't, the camera angles, we can't see what's going on. Let's leave that one be. We're going to go over to our next one, and that is popping over to Mount Ruapehu. And this seems to be a repeat of yesterday. Still getting quite a bit of cloud there. I was just hoping that we'd have something poking through. Yep, still not very good weather. And do we see anything? Nope, and that's blurry. Darn it. I hate when that happens. All those clouds in there. Alright, let's put that back on live. We're not going to see anything from our wonderful Ruapehu in New Zealand. Let's go to Ta'al. No, not Ta'al. How about Taupo? Taupo is right there. And we'll make that a little bit bigger. There you go. So, yeah, the entire lake out here that you see, that is the caldera for Taupo. It's huge, and that is awesome. And behind that mountain over there, that is where our wonderful Ruapehu is, but there's so much cloud you can't see it. And, of course, a little bit of wind blowing with the flags moving around. And not raining at the moment, so that is pretty cool. You can see that off in the distance over here it is raining, and maybe raining back there as well, and here. So definitely some rain clouds kicking around. This shot, of course, courtesy of a Suncourt Hotel and Conference Center there in Taupo. And let's leave that be, and we'll carry on to our next volcano. See if we can find one, and that will be over at, well, I don't think it's supposed to be there. Why are we looking at Italy? I rebooted my computer this morning, by the way. I had no choice. It was screaming at me so loudly, and I found out that, I didn't want to do that. I found out that the thing it was screaming about is it wanted me to update to Windows 11. And I told it no. That is the wrong place. Let me remove that. We'll get rid of that. Let me go to the right one and make it bigger so I can actually capture the darn thing. Alright, let's do this again. And it's a fix it as we go. So, there we go. Let's try that. Just about there. Okay, this will work a little bit better. And we'll set it so I can fill it in. Alright, there we go. That is our wonderful Semeru, East Java, Indonesia. And you can see it quite well there. Unfortunately, not anything too crazy going on there. And if we go back a little bit, we go back to about here. This is about an hour and 40 minutes ago, and you can see a little bit of puffing going on, so a little bit of material coming out of there. If we back that up just a little bit, and that's about 30 seconds, 35, 40, 45, 50, so 55, 60, yeah, you can see it about 55, 60 seconds till it gets out a little bit bigger there. Anyway, at 5:47 a.m. is when that eruption took place, so it was pretty cool. And if we go back into the nighttime here, and there, that is moonlight up there. Another nice blast, 3:43 a.m. And let's go back a little bit more, or right around, I want to see it right where it popped out is what I'm after. There it is. And I want to see if there was any lava coming out. we might be able to see it, but it's awful light from the moonlight. Unfortunately, the moon's in the wrong place. It should be just over here somewhere. Yeah, really hard to see. I don't see any hot lava popping up. I think it's the smoke lit up by the moonlight there. So that's about it. And let's see if we go back a little bit more. Do we see any more of those huge puffs? Here's another one where we had a little bit of an eruption, and that would be right around here. You can see it. It was awful hazy though at that point in time. The moon had not made it around so far yet, but you can see it there, lit up by the moonlight, unfortunately, with haze, etc. And let's go back a little bit further here, see if we can see anything just before the clouds. And really not much happening there. And of course, if we go back another half hour or so, this is actually just as it came out of the cloud work. This is about 10 minutes earlier, so couldn't see a heck of a lot. Very low level clouds. You know, sky's clear up top, you can see stars, but that's more like a fog rolling through. Pretty cool. And let's leave that one be. You're going to put that back on live. And real quick, look here. I know it's break time. I'm going to do a refresh on this and just see if we got anything live. Nothing new from Lava TV cabs, so we'll leave that be. And the other one from Taal, wanted to see if we had anything new here. Gonna refresh that one just to make sure I didn't miss anything. 5 days ago is the last time he showed Taal volcano. So anyway, we'll put it back there. Actually, we're gonna put it back on the canned lava, and I'll get that going for you guys. And I am going to go take a break. So for those good people who are here, said, oh, okay, I'm going back to sleep, and just wanted to let you guys know that I'm home. Well, we're very happy you're home safe and sound, Yvonne, and you sleep well, and your own bed is always nicer than the hotel one. You'll feel great. Have a good day and a night, everyone, and thanks for another great stream, and see you later. Good night. And remember, tomorrow the stream's on early. Tomorrow's Saturday, so, yep, we'll be good. All right, is that lava moving? It is, and I am going to turn on some music, and I will be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes, something like that. Don't go away, keep smiling, and play nice in the lava. Hit the like button if you haven't done that yet. I'll be back. go. That microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. And what are we talking about there in the chat? I see a whole bunch of fruit and vegetables. Is somebody making a stir fry? Great Lakes were grouted out by, by glaciers. You bet. They were nasty glaciers. And, yep, that's what happened. Awesome, Jane. And thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and Henry and Sasha. And Susie is here. No sound. Jane, turn your sound here, Jane. Jane, sound on. Jane, refresh. Somebody tell her refresh, maybe. Thanks, Going South, and JB as well. The Great Lakes had volcanoes too back in the day. Way back, way before the Ice Age. And actually, some of the biggest volcanoes on the planet were actually in eastern Canada, believe it or not. They had some huge ones there. But Western Canada is basically new in comparison. And Sharon Stewart says, I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000. Oh, there we go. And Going South before Nixon. Yeah, a few years before Nixon. For sure, Going South. Nixon. All right, so the groceries are stowed. Stowing groceries? Yeah. They're like gold now. You gotta stow them carefully. She's got them all in the vault. The ice stops here. Yeah, sure it does. Almost done, Henry. Oh, cool. Yep, she's only got a few things left to put in the vault. And the rest she'll put in the fridge, which has a combination lock on it. Just imagine your fridge having a vault door. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, all right, let's leave that be. We had a look at some of our volcanic activity around the world, so let's take a look at a few more. We're going to stop our canned lava. And let's go to, where are we going to go? We want to go to see what Yellowstone looks like right now, I think. And let's see, can we see it? Yeah, we're going to have a look at Yellowstone. It now functions. I'm glad it's functioning. Yellowstone, pardon me, Old Faithful is functioning as well. And they got humanoids there. Some people watching all the way around there. You can see them all. Humanoids. We see those. What are they pointing at? There's more humanoids wandering. They're not interested in Old Faithful. Get the camera back on Old Faithful. That's what we're interested in. This isn't people watching. This is steam vents watching. Anyway, that's Old Faithful there. That is Yellowstone National Park for those people who don't have this bookmarked yet. Consider bookmarking it. And we do encourage it. It is a wonderful website. And you can certainly have a look there. Over 500 active geysers, as well as a bunch of maps and still shots, security cameras. Yep, that's kind of what they are. They're making sure nobody steals them, Sasha. They've only lost a few vents here and there, but it's okay. The fun fact, Catholic priests would go up on the glacier in the Alps with holy water. Then they were expanding and crushing villages. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, looks like Old Faithful isn't really doing too much. Let's leave that be, and I'm trying to delete a couple things here. Hopefully that'll be better. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go over to our next shot, and that is that the right place? It doesn't look like it's the right place. Why is it not? Why is it not working? Darn it! I think we might have missed the ice cream boat. Like I said, we have to fix it as we go here. This was from this morning when, of course, I wasn't on, so I didn't see all the things that happened to the software. And we're getting them fixed up now, though, so let's do that. Yeah, WeatherSicily shouldn't have been in that scene. Let's take a look there, though. And that looks like an ice cream boat taking off, and there's the other one taking off. Both ice cream boats are booking it out of here. I am not happy with that situation, ladies and gentlemen. They're both leaving. You can see one leaving there and the other one right here. I protest. We have to... somebody take their speedboat and cut them off and get ice cream that way. That'll be all right. Oh, and there goes Sue. And Sue has got the boat out, and she's going. She's going. What? They tried to repel ice? Oh, okay. All right. That is what we've got going on there. In the background, we happen to have a volcano called Sakurajima there in Kagoshima, Japan area. Let's take a look at what it looks like right after the commercial. Why me? Why commercials? There is our wonderful Sakurajima. And I don't know if that's cloud or off-gassing from the volcano, hard to tell. Let's back up a little bit and see if we can spot if it's coming from the volcano. Really not telling us much there. And yep, here that definitely is telling me that it's coming from the volcano. You can see it billowing out and heading to the right-hand side here. So pretty awesome. 7:36 a.m. their time. Let's go back a little bit more and see. This is right at dawn, 5:46. Very cloudy and hazy. And if we go back, we did have that moonlit night, and hard to tell what's going on with all that hazy cloud in there. We can't really see any glow from the volcano itself because of the ambient light in the area from the moon. And going back a little bit further, yep, still kind of the same. A lot of smoke, so it is doing something there. Just don't know what. We don't see any of the lava glow in these shots because of the moonlight. So I ran over a porcupine one night in New Hampshire, ended up with quills in my tires and a bumper. Oh boy, yep, that can happen. Anyway, let's put this one back to live, and we'll make that smaller. We're going to go to our next volcano, and that'll be over here, and that's ASO. And there we go. We can see it is definitely steaming, and you can see that little the caldera or lake is in here, in behind that wall, and we can definitely see the hot end here is putting out a lot of smoke. Likely piles of SO2 as well. Let's back up a little bit, see if it was much different earlier. Going back about 30 minutes, that was a little heavier then. And going back, I don't think we're going to be able to see it going back. Yep, I think that was about it. That's all we get for a view. Otherwise, you're starting to look at that, or it was like this. So there you go. Let's put that one back on live, because we do have a little bit of visibility there, so that's not so bad. And we'll make it smaller. We'll go to our next volcano, and that is Asama. Asama-san is about 100 kilometers to the west of Tokyo. And are we going to be able to see Asama-san? I don't think so. It looks like it's cloudy all the way through here. Weird looking sky in some times of the day. This is at midnight, and that is all the way through. So we are not going to see that one at all today. So let's leave that be. We're going to put this back over onto the canned lava. And we're going to do a quick volcano report. Canned lava, there we go. Move canned lava. Alright, got that running. And we'll see. I had it professionally checked before quills removed. Oh boy. I hate porcupines that way. Anyway, here's our volcano report, and thank you, Sue, for sending that in. Late Thursday's volcanic activity. We have 5 volcanoes on the list. We'll start out with Mayon, Luzon Island, in the Philippines. Eruption, volcanic ash cloud, height unknown, reported at 21:30. Popocatépetl, central Mexico, a new volcanic ash emissions to 20,000 feet, 6,100 meters, reported at 22:30. Dakono at Halmahera Island, Indonesia, volcanic ash to 7,000 feet, 2,100 meters, reported at 23:30. Reventador in Ecuador, volcanic ash emissions continuing continuing, reported at 23:40. Sabancaya in Peru, sporadic strong puffs to 21,000 feet, 6,400 meters, reported at 23:45. Then we have 10 for today, and they are Nevado del Ruiz, new volcanic ash emissions reported to or at 1:15 a.m. and then no volcanic ash observed, reported at 12:45. Ibu, Halmahera Island, Indonesia, ground reported of eruption with volcanic ash to 8,000 feet and 2,400 meters, reported at 1:45 a.m. Sangay in Ecuador, new volcanic ash emissions reported at 1:45. And light volcanic ash emissions to 23,000 feet, 7,000 meters, reported at 13:15. Villarrica, central Chile, has a separate report from 3:24 a.m. And Luotalak, Lesser Sunda Islands, Indonesia, volcanic ash to 7,000 feet, 2,100 meters, reported at 5:15 a.m. Sabancaya in Peru, sporadic puffs of to 26,000 feet, 7,900 meters, reported at 5:45, and then again to 24,000 feet or 7,300 meters, reported at 17:30. Popocatépetl, central Mexico, no volcanic ash emissions observed, reported at 7:45 a.m. And Mayon, Luzon Island in the Philippines, eruption, volcanic ash cloud, unknown height, reported at 8:15 a.m. And Stromboli, Aeolian Island in Italy, a separate email report from 9:50 a.m. And Reventador in Ecuador, volcanic ash emissions observed to 15,000 feet, 4,600 meters, reported at 11:15. This morning. Thank you, Sue, for getting that in there. That's awesome. Welcome, Cvet. Good to see you on board. And who else popped in here? Madrid. Somebody's saying hi to Madrid. Something like that. I didn't see that. Madrid as in Spain. Oh, Madrid's Spain. Ah, sí, señor, Espanol. Okay, no worries. All right, let's go take a look at those 2 other reports. Let me get on the right pages here. I gotta find where they are. I have them here somewhere. All right, let's go take a look. So Villarrica, we'll do that one first. And there is a nice shot. Villarrica volcano, central Chile. and that's from the 27th. And there you can see the off-gassing happening up in the top of the mountain, and the ongoing thermal anomaly within the summit crater, and fresh ash deposits on the north and south slopes. Alright, so I guess that is this area. Where's that this area? Hard to tell. But yeah, looks like they've got some stuff happening there. The continuous tremor over the past 48 hours at the volcano, and yep, that looks pretty nasty. Hard to read with all that blue. And there's your stuff. Continuous tremor over the past 48 hours at the volcano, and you can see where it's sitting there. Actually, between a couple of lakes. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize that. Okay, Lago of Villarica over on the one side, and I can't read that other one, but it's okay. So that's pretty awesome. Gives you a pretty good idea of the distance from the volcano. So up to 8 kilometers is where they're feeling them. And this one here, we are seeing some of the spatter coming up, 80 meters in height, and they're kind of showing the size of the caldera here. So if we go, that's, I don't know, I would call it 70, 80 meters. That's 160 meters across. 160 meters is roughly 480, about 500 feet in diameter as far as the caldera. That's pretty good. So that should be all right. Okay, let's see what else they got there. And this is, I don't know where this is from. It's from Tom Pfeiffer. Eruption of a volcano central event and steaming from other events. I don't think that is related to us there at Villarica, nor is that. So let's get rid of that real quick. The activity at the volcano remains elevated. Seismic instruments continue to monitor the sustained ground vibrations, a so-called tremor, hinting a constant arrival of magma into the system, a telltale sign of delicate equilibrium between heat and magma supply and loss. The recently recorded tremor lasted approximately 6.5 hours, which means that the RSAM values of 1.7 micrometers per second. I don't know what that really is for, but, or is it micrometers or millimeters? Micrometers. Yeah, micrometers. Given the current activity at the volcano, Strombolian-sized explosions appear to be stronger than usual ones, and characterized by the occasional vigorous spattering and persisting ash emissions from the latest satellite image of the volcano. The northern and southern flanks seem to be affected by fresh ash deposits on the snow cover. So, all right, pretty cool. And we'll leave the rest be. Let's go take a look at Stromboli real quick. This is a nice shot of Stromboli. And a moderate Strombolian eruption continues from the summit event at Stromboli. Go figure. It's named after them, and the moon hiding up there too. So a pretty awesome shot to see that from Stromboli, and really cool. And here is a satellite thermal image of Stromboli during its elevated effusive eruption yesterday. And there you can see we've had quite a bit of lava up top there. Awesome to see that. And let's see, this one is unrelated, so we'll get rid of that. The activity of the volcano has been gradually waning throughout yesterday's afternoon. The INGV issued, okay, the strong spattering from the North Crater vent reduced and stopped feeding of the lava flow. The lava continues to cool down, so-called crystallization process. Weak to moderate strombolian explosions take place from the summit vents and remains unchanged. The volcanic tremor oscillates between medium and high values. So pretty cool. And again, that is a nice shot. It is time for me to go take another break, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll get you back over to some canned lava right there. And I am going to go take that break. So hang in there, keep smiling for those good people who are here. If you have not yet hit that like button, give it a quick bop for us, help us out. Also, if you're interested in bunnies, we do have one bunny eating right now in the dome. And on that friendly note, I'm going to go say hi to him, and I'll be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes after my break. Don't go away. Thanks. And there we go, got that microphone back on. And yep, that can of lava was running out. Anyway, thank you for the welcome backs there from Sue. And I see a Space Dreamer NASA guy popped in. Welcome. Not sure the exact size of the Kilauea's crater there with Helima Umau as well as Kilauea. It's fairly large though. I'm not sure what the dimensions are. I'm speaking. You're speaking. Oh, really? Interesting that you are speaking. Anyway, as we keep going here, who said my channel name? Who said your channel name? I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And yes, the bunny did leave, Jane. And while I peeked out, that was LB that was eating, and our wonderful Taylor was out in the yard. Grandma B, Dr. Fox, I don't know how you do it. Working all day, heavy traffic on the way home, and still doing 2-hour streams before you have a supper even. Well, actually, most streams as of late have been just about 3 hours, and then I let it play for another whatever it is. Rounding it out to about 4 hours there, Grandma B, and yeah, it's sometimes it's tough. You're dragging it after a while, so I don't know how he does it either. I'm like an ever-ready bunny. I use energizers and keep going and going and going. Anyway, oh, tough. Yeah, it's the tough German guy. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system. No, that's not correct. The hot side of Mercury is hotter at 3,600 degrees Celsius. Mercury on the hot side. I hear you, Dr. Fox 2000 from Sharon Stewart. That is wonderful. All right, let's go over here and we'll take a look at. Oh, hang on. I didn't quite want to look at the quakes yet. I did have the other link here. Let me see if I can bring that up. Sue did send us this one, and we'll bring it up real quick. My bad coughing here. Sorry. High SO2 levels in the area, so that's what's doing it. Anyway, update on Taal volcano. We do see quite a bit of pluming above it, lots of cloud work, and I'm assuming that is from the volcano. It doesn't look like it's from anywhere else, so that is pretty neat to see that. Lots of SO2 then likely from our wonderful Taal there in the Philippines, so that's all cool. And we'll leave that one be, and we'll give it a thumbs up there for our wonderful Madame Rutsa. And if you ever want to go to her channel, you are welcome to do so, and that is it right there, or at least that's the link to this one, and you can always go for it there. All right, let's turn that off and get over to our shaker map. Landing on the sun is going to be 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, no, I don't agree with that. If you make it through the 2 million degrees of the corona, a landing is not going to be an option, and there is no solid surface to land upon. Looking over here at the Kamchatka Peninsula, we don't see anything new there. Following the Aleutian Islands, though, we do have a couple quakes in there. There's a 4.2, had to point that one out, and that's a Fox Island, Aleutian Islands, from 9:23 a.m., 35 kilometers down. And of course, Fox Island is, we get news from there all the time. Anyway, 3.7 at Andreoff Island, Aleutian Islands there as well. And that is from 1:40 this morning, 80 kilometers down for that guy. And a little guy over here, 3.2 from 1846, 10 clicks down. Not going to worry about the little ones so much. Let's continue on. We do see some here in the Alaskan Panhandle sliding down the North American coast. I don't see anything till we get down to Mexico. And where is that one? Yeah, fairly far south, not quite at Acapulco, but fairly close over there. And that's a 4.5 from 9:32 this morning, 10 kilometers down for that one. Sliding down a bit more, we do see this one in Peru, 4.3, 1:58 a.m., 218.6 kilometers down. Then we got a couple here in Chile, actually 3 of them in Chile. That's a 4.2 from 1954 yesterday, 108 kilometers down. The other one is that yesterday's? No, that's today's. You know, that's yesterday's. Both of them are yesterday's. A 4.4 from 2339 at 117.3 kilometers down. And this one is today's from 5:55 a.m. It's a 4.1 in magnitude and 15.4 kilometers down. Sliding down a little bit more, we do see this guy over here in the South Sandwich Islands, and that is not very far away from Michael Volcano, and that's a 5.2 in magnitude. 16:36 is the time on that one. 35 kilometers down in the subduction zone. And looking out here, we don't see any new quakes. We do have a couple on the Antarctic Ridge there. And we see this one south of Australia, and that's on Macquarie Island area, 5.8, and 18:31 was the time on it, and that is 10 kilometers down for that guy. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I'm going to stick with it. Tonga had a 4.4 from 9:45 a.m. 219.4 kilometers down for that one. This is a Fiji, 4.3 from 1939 yesterday at 461.4 kilometers down, and a 4.6 from today, 2:58 a.m., and that is 371 kilometers down. Looks like they are sleeping restfully there, or they would have slept restfully in Vanuatu. Not so over here in the Papua New Guinea area though. 5.2 from 10:51 a.m., 10 kilometers down, and 5.0 New Britain region of Papua New Guinea from 1953 yesterday, 39.1 kilometers down. East Indonesia, we have this one, 4.1, 5:41 a.m., 130.7 kilometers down. Looks like things have calmed down in Timor-Leste and the Banda Sea. Not so bad there today. Nothing going up the whole chain here, and Sumatra and Java, everything is good. Philippines, no new quakes there. The Japanese islands, everything is okay till we get up to Volcano Islands, and that's a 4.8 from 12:21, 59.7 kilometers down. And then we get just north of Tokyo a little ways. Tokyo's right here, and this is where this is, a 4.5 from 1:57 a.m., and that's 115.4 kilometers down. A little further up, we see a 4.6, Miyako, Japan area. Well, it's a little distance away from there, but 9:44, and that is 10 kilometers down for that guy. Nothing on the Kamchatka, as we mentioned earlier. I'm not seeing anything over here in China or Afghanistan area or Pakistan, nothing new there. Just want to take a look down here in the bottom. Don't see anything new there. Nothing new in Africa. We do have this one to the east of the Caspian Sea in Iran, a 4.4, and that's from 6:25 a.m. and that is 10 kilometers down. Not seeing anything else over in the European theater, and until we get out over here in the middle of the Atlantic on the mid-Atlantic ridge, there you can see the other fault right there. This of course is the Azores, and we did have this one here, 5.2, Azore Islands, Portugal, 1305, and 9.4 kilometers down for that one. That's Pico Island, Fayal Island. No, this is Pico Island. This is St. George, Pico, Fayal, and that's, oh darn it, I'm bad. Terceira is the name of that one. And this is San Miguel over here, I guess. I don't know that one's name. But that's what we got going on. And then we did have a quake here in a weird place, and just off of the coast of Labrador, and that's a 4.2. And I don't think anybody in the region would have felt it, but it's there, and it's from a 1417, 10 kilometers down. And you can see it is a little ways out in the water, and the Davis Strait area. Not, I don't know, a little unusual, not a surprise though. Quite far away from any fault lines. That kind of makes you wonder what's going on there. Let's take a look at what we got going on in Hawaii. Our moon, Luna, what? Okay. All the names that describe the most historical space object after the sun. Yeah, well, yeah, the moon. The moon is fun. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got a 1.9 from 1645, 26 clicks down. A 2.1 from 2005 yesterday, 29.9 kilometers down. This one is a 2.0 from 8/4/24 today, 31.1 clicks down. And that one 1.6 from yesterday at 33.7 kilometers down. This one is a 2.0 from 11:28 today, and that is 30.6 kilometers down. This newer one, 2.2 from 1917, and that's 30 kilometers down. The other new one, 1.8 from 1917 as well, 29.3 kilometers down. And that one is a 1.8 from 1:43 a.m. at 29.7 kilometers down for that guy. That's all of those ones. Let's just have a look, and there's two. This is our Kilauea over here, not doing a darn thing. This one, 2.4 from 2034, 800 meters above sea level, so it's still in the dirt, but I'm not sure what the heck it's doing. And that's yesterday's 2034. So we have one little guy over here. Let's not forget him. A 1.1, and the what is it? Leilani Estates, and it's a 14:22 was the time on it. 4.1 kilometers below sea level. So that's what we've got going on in Hawaii. I am NASA. And I am Dr. Fox. The universe isn't infinite. Well, I don't think you know that. Nobody knows that. If we are in a bubble universe, how do you explain it? We'll just keep going around in circles. All right, let's zoom back out, and we'll leave it here. Susie Cat, welcome. I agree. Pluto will always be a planet, especially as a Scorpion. Scorpio, Mars and Pluto. Awesome. Okay. Says who? Yeah, that's right, Jane. Ask those questions. Chewing gum universe. Oh, okay. You mean it stretches? Senator. Okay. Sinatra? Sinatra. Yep. All right. Definitely. What's I like the bubble idea. Okay, let's me just put this back on some canned lava. Actually, I was trying to change that canned lava while I'm keeping you busy talking here, and we need to find a new one because that canned lava was ending on us for some reason. That was on the 17th. Let's see if we can get the 19th on here. Maybe it has some lava. Or it's got a show or something. Darn it, I hate when that happens. Yeah, they got a show in there for some reason. I wonder what show that was. I think I know. Okay, I'm going to leave that canned lava. This is actually archive footage from the 13th that we're showing in that. We'll show you there. And we'll leave that on for right now. The theory of everything, as I mentioned yesterday, there is only one thing that I know 100% for sure, and that is not the theory of everything. It's the fact that I don't know everything. All right, I'm going to go take that break. For those good people who are here, enjoy that little bit of lava. And I will be back in 5, 6, or 7 minutes after the break. And we'll do our thing and take a look at the SO2 map and see why I'm coughing so much. And we know why. It's high SO2 levels. Anyway, I'll be back. Keep smiling. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. And Susie Cat, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you for a while. Here's some music. I'll be back. Okay, and that microphone is back on. Just when I want to start coughing. Hang on, I'm going to have another sip of Pepsi. That'll fix it. There we go. I didn't feel like coughing anymore. All right, so all good. Thank you for the welcome backs from Sue and Sasha, and thank you, Susie as well, and Geoplanet Jane. Yeah, sometimes, sometimes if you don't give the troll what they want, they just disappear by themselves, Jane. It's all good. Oh, it's a vintage Pepsi. Yeah, it definitely is a good vintage. It's a good vintage. Anyway, we were going to, I kind of hijacked the next day here, or some previous lava footage. Anyway, I'll leave that be. We're going to go over to our SO2 map and see if we can locate that. And hopefully I've got it in here. As I said, I had to reboot this morning because of that Windows thing, but we'll show you what our SO2 looks like today. So let's get over there. SO2 map coming up, and thanks JB, thanks for that welcome back as well. Anyway, looking at North America just at a glance, you can see why I'm likely coughing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm very high SO2 levels right now, and it looks like it's all just a big swath going across. I'm hoping that's going to pass soon, and we'll get rid of that. A boot, that boot. Well, we don't need to boot. Yeah, it's an interesting boots. Anyway, let's start out here in the Kamchatka Peninsula and work our way through this. So yeah, higher levels coming off of, and I'm not sure which one it actually is. Shivalish is up there, as well as Bezimiani and Klyashevskoy, and then further down, of course, we got Karimsky and Matnovsky, and then down here we got Ibiko on this island, and that looks like it's going the opposite direction from what these ones are. That's all getting caught up in this big circulation over here and getting washed out of the air, and your Aleutian Islands are starting to look a little bit better, but we are still seeing some of that SO2, that remnant material from Shishaldin, and that is all over the North American continent, basically. Alaska, Northwest Territories, Yukon, Nunavut, and going all the way up, and getting onto Baffin Island, and also getting into Greenland again. So pretty heavy duty. And looking at the what we see along the border area here, and it looks like Oregon is going to get pounded with what's coming up here. Seattle already is, and getting much higher levels. No sense in really trying to describe anything until you get over here to the eastern portions. Not so bad there up just north of Toronto, but and out here north of Thunder Bay, and those are the only two real clear spots. And then of course over here in New York State, the state with all the big people, or lots of people in there, and that happens to be fairly clean, so that's pretty good. Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, and those areas are looking fairly heavy still. A little bit of clear stuff there in Newfoundland and Labrador, pretty bad. We do see a clean front here, but I don't think that's going to last. If this continues to push across, we'll see more of that SO2 coming through there. Now, going south, mentioned that there was some smoke getting into Greenland from the fires from here, And I'm wondering if we're getting more fires up in here somewhere that we're not aware of. But we do have our fires still in the northern portions of Alberta and British Columbia, and then along in bottom south end of Northwest Territories. So the Canadian Arctic too. Yeah, well, we see the high levels. So yeah, everything, this is basically from here on up is the Canadian Arctic. We're not that far away. Doctor, they had inches of wow, rain in New York, that much? Holy Batman, that would wash everything out. That's a fairly heavy-duty stuff. Hey, the Reborn is here. Flooded the place. Oh, wow. I hope they're all okay. Anyway, we see it going all the way across into the Atlantic here, so that's pretty nasty. U.S., well, southern end, I don't know. I won't say it's faring much better, but it looks like everybody has got higher SO2 levels, and we've got some spots in between here that are starting to clear up, but it's going to take some time for all this to work across here yet. We'll see what happens. This here, I'm a little confused. I think that may be from Popocatépetl in Mexico City, and it just got pushed back and forth here a bunch of times because we did have quite a bit of heavy stuff going on there. And it looks like northern Mexico actually isn't too bad. Central Mexico, we are definitely seeing Popocatépetl in Mexico City's SO2. And then it looks like the Yucatan is a little bit better. We are seeing the stuff from Central America doing its thing here out into the Pacific. And I'm a little confused with where this is coming from. If this is where it's emanating from, it's got to be a fire of some sort. I do not believe that that is volcanic in nature. But we do have Nevado del Ruiz here. It could have been, but we do have quite a bit of SO2 there. Makes a guy wonder. And it is getting out into the Pacific, but it's also sitting in the Caribbean side, so a little odd. This, of course, coming from Sabancaya, and we see it getting recirculated, and of course heading into Argentina down here. Not so bad over in Rio de Janeiro and that side. Looking at the rest of Chile, we do see some odd little trek out into the water here. I wonder if it's just the way the wind currents are that's causing that. Anyway, that is there in Chile, not bad there. And looking at, we got a plume coming off of the Michael volcano. We had that earthquake just off the edge of a Michael volcano there, so we may see more action from that one. And looking at what's underneath New Zealand and Australia, and we know right off the bat that, hey, this is not from something right local. There's got to be something underneath here and creating all these SO2, and I'm really not sure where it's coming from. New Zealand is fairly heavy with SO2. We cannot see what's coming off of White Isle volcano. We go up here into Tonga, Tofua, doing its thing. Yasur, not so bad today. Gawa and Naoba still working away, and all our other ones here. Not too bad in Papua New Guinea. Luotolak, not quite so heavy today. Simaru doing its thing, and it's actually not that heavy as well, as not as bad as yesterday. And then, of course, over in this area, not sure what all has come off of Merapi, or if there's a lot of people pollution in there, so that could be what we're seeing there. And again, I think today is almost a repeat of yesterday. A majority of the SO2 produced here is from Jakarta rather than our wonderful Krakatau. I'm sure there's some off-gassing here, but it's overwhelmed with what we're seeing from Jakarta. And in this area, of course, we also have Dempo. Dempo likely doing very little in comparison. This plume going out into the water, that is from Marapi and Kerinci, and I don't know, it looks like we're getting some people pollution going across there as well, and some of that stuff coming over from Singapore. And this area, of course, is from Sinabung, and that is also a people pollution in there. Sliding over a bit more, Ibu and Dakono, Halmahera Island, and this region giving their SO2 out. And then, of course, looking here, this is a Mayon right in there, and that is producing that most of that SO2. And there is a Taal volcano, and of course we're seeing a fair amount of SO2. We have to keep in mind that it's very heavily populated, as well as, like, we've got Manila right there. So Taal volcano here, and doing its thing. And no, I'm not avoiding the big thing here. We're just we'll get to it in a sec. Taiwan pretty normal, and then we see our wonderful Suwanoshi-jima doing its thing, providing a heck of a plume, and fairly heavy SO2 levels as well for our Sakura-jima there, so pretty cool. And going up, and we see Aso is throwing out a lot of SO2 as well. Very interesting to see that. Alright, now looking at this. This is an awful long plume. I have no idea. It's, you know, if it's just one volcano, it'd be one thing, but I don't know. That's an awful lot of SO2 to be coming out of one seamount. But then again, you never know if the wind hits it the right way, and whatever's producing all that SO2 is doing its thing. It's very, very interesting. And I don't know, because looking at where we're seeing the most intense areas, that's not where the volcanoes are. They're mostly over here. So where's this coming from? Or has it drifted that way? These are the other Japanese islands, of course, with volcanic activity, and makes you wonder. So anyway, I'll leave that be. Over here near Tokyo, Tokyo isn't too bad, and Asama isn't too bad either. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Oh yeah, we can have that happen. And let's see what we got. China, pretty normal. Hong Kong, a little heavier today than yesterday. Looking at India, still in the eastern side of India, and I'm surprised that we see a circulation here. It should be less SO2 there. It's half in the Bay of Bengal, but that's okay. Hopefully they'll wash out some of that bad SO2. Here's another system on the other side, and maybe they'll get some more rain. Not so bad. Sri Lanka, moving down to South Africa, we do see the gold smelting areas doing their thing. And then, of course, here in Democratic Republic of the Congo, we got Nyamuragira and Nyiragongo, Goma 1 and 2, if you want to call them that, and some coking plants, and they add a lot of SO2. And this little spot here, that's where Erta Ale is, and not very much SO2 coming off of it. And looking at the other spots here, these are all oil refineries, so Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, and Saudi Arabia. And then we do have one here in Beirut as well, and Lebanon. Well, I don't know if it's right in Beirut, but in Lebanon anyway. Fairly heavy levels there. Cairo's kind of up as well. And we see the stuff coming down from Mount Etna. We'll get to that in a second. I want to see heavier levels here still in Piggy's area. and the Aegean Sea. I don't know why it's so heavy there, and eastern Turkey, or sorry, western Turkey, I should say. That's the way it is. Hopefully that'll ease up a bit. There's Mount Etna doing its thing. We can see that plume fairly heavy. And then if we go up here, we can see Stromboli. It does look like it's a little bit heavier around the area, but hard to tell with the other SO2 washing in from above and heading through it. So hard to tell what's going on there. But let's carry on. Looks not bad in Spain and Portugal and France as far as SO2 levels, but we start getting heavier when we get into Holland and Belgium and Western Germany. England isn't too bad, neither is Wales or Scotland, and Ireland not bad. Out in the water a little bit worse, and then of course we've got Denmark, Sweden, and Norway and Finland. They're not bad at all. And I bet you somebody's got the aluminum smelter turned on, and that's what we see in Iceland. They're doing pretty good there, so that is all cool. Anyway, hoping that this stuff will move away and get rid of us, or get rid of everything, because I'm really having a hard time with it. What about Eskimos? What about the Eskimos? Are you discriminating at the Eskimos? They live in all kinds of places. We have Eskimos. They even have Eskimo bars, which is pretty cool. We are family. Yeah, there's a song like that. Going south. Hey, who, me? Did somebody mention you? Are you going south? Anyway, that's what we've got going on here. So let's plunk you back over to the wonderful lava. Baked Alaska. I like baked Alaska. Yeah, Alaska's not that bad. It's still got that SO2 from this guy, Sheldon. So I'm hoping this will all dissipate. We need rain, and we've got some light rain happening. We had light rain in Edmonton all day, and I'm surprised it really hadn't cleared out the air that much. Mind you, it was very, very light rain. So I can't remember the words. Sing Your Hearts Out. Oh, I heard the title of that song before. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are a family. Get up, everybody, and sing. All right, you do that. Anyway, let's pop you back over to the canned lava. Let that run for a little bit. And that is our show for today, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know if anyone has anything pertinent that they want to bring up. We're always willing to pop around and take a look at things if need be. And I don't know, did we want to maybe take a look at storms real quick at Ventuski? And we'll take a look. I think Greenland call themselves Inuit too. Oh, the Inuit too. And who is Inuit 1? Oh, me. He's tuning up. His name is Irish Monk. And ladies and gentlemen, may I present Irish Monk. And he's going to sing us a wonderful tune right now. He just cleared his me throat and is ready. Let's hear it, Irish Monk. Oh, I guess he's not doing it. Darn it. The I Monk. Yep. Yeah, storm-wise, we don't see a heck of a lot, but, they named Rena. Irish Monk throws in. Oh, thanks, Irish Monk. Irish monk. I'll put that on there, and that's the Argentinian pesos. Got her. Awesome. And thank you. Anyway, the two storms that we see here in the Atlantic, and the one is Felipe, and the other one is Rena. So that was that low that was right beside it. I'm wondering if they're going to get married, these two. They may, but I still don't know which way they're going to go yet. It's going to be interesting. Hang on. What happened? Still on that. There. Okay, there we go. That's better. Felipe and Rene. Rene? Rena. Rena? Rhina. Rhinoceroses. I don't know. Anyway, that's the two right there, so they're fairly close. Don't know what's going to happen. We do still see that huge circulation here with that low, and that is actually drawing some warmer air up, but I don't know if it's making it all the way into England and those areas. Seasons are changing, that's for sure. We are seeing more cold air come down from the north, so not a surprise, and we're getting it here too, and you can see the wind currents through Alberta, and then of course up here in northern Canada, in Nunavut, where we want Nunavut, has got that big low sitting there, so not a heck of a lot of action going on, and here we got a storm on the other side of the pond, and that's just off the coast of the Philippines, and that's Koinu, if I said it right, Koinu. I don't know. They've got strange names for them. Let's take a look at what it looks like on the satellite, and that is actually a pretty big storm, and it is already giving them some weather there in the Philippines. So let's see what ours looks like, and here's that one in the Bay of Bengal, just to see that circulation right in there. So I'm sure that it's going to mess people up there with flooding and stuff like that. Hopefully it's not anything bad in Bangladesh and that area. That's a fairly low-lying ground, so they are flooded fairly easily. And it looks like Felipe is getting more organized as far as the cloud work here, and Rhina or Rena is still doing its thing. So, well, that is all cool. And then, of course, we see the stormy weather here off the coast, and they were saying what, 6+ inches of rain in New York. So that's from this system, obviously, as it's going circulating through here. And I don't know if that's going to dissipate very quickly. It looks like it's being fed and being kind of reversed, and we're seeing all that colder air move down the coast rather than we need to get these storms in here to push up and get the flow going back the other way. That's what we need. So somebody get out there and push these guys over there a little bit, and we'll get them to move that air back, and they'll get clear skies in New York for now. Anyway, that's about it there. Let's put it back on this. I'm going to go take a look and see if we can find the coldest temperature real quick. And we'll do a quick scan here. I already see a -73. And let's see, do we have anything colder? 72. No. And that is just a quick scan here. And checking. Yep, -71, 72. Yep, in that region. So 70, 71, 72. And we don't see anything colder right there. What about going this way? Whoop. A -70. Went a little too far. I thought I seen a spot that had a little colder weather. Move over a little bit and let's see if we can find the other edge here. That should be down here somewhere. Where we found that minus 73. 70. Let's zoom in there. 71. 70. 72. And, whoop, there's a minus 73 in here. I seen it. There it is, right there. Minus 73 degrees Celsius is absolutely nice. Chilly. Chilly. There you go. Minus 73. I don't think there's anything colder in here. Just check a little bit. And there's a 70, 71s. No, I think that's plenty cold anyway. I don't think. Oh, there's another minus 73 right there. Do we have a minus 74? No, maybe. 70. Oh, there's a minus 74. All right, there. That'll. Judy M said she found minus 76. Wow, that beats me. I only got minus 74. They won't give me any more. Alright, they don't love me. I want 2 more degrees below 0. No thank you, actually. I'll stick with minus 74. It's warmer than minus 76, Judy. You can have it. It's all yours. Alright, that's it. I'm going to say Judy is the winner if she found minus 76. It's all hers. She gets Antarctica. Oh, and there you go. And when you get there, let me know what the weather's like. And I'll and send me a postcard. Oh, that'd be funny. Wow, half a puffin. Oh, Irish monk. That is interesting. Half a puffin. ARS, and that is 200 pesos. That is cool. A half a puffin. Will wrap up in my fox fur. Yeah. Oh, to stay warm, Jane. Stay warm. Puff half or fin half. Yeah. Oh boy, that's going to get confusing. And that is awesome. Anyway, yeah, Argentinian pesos is pretty cool. Anyway, let's leave it as that. I'm going to zoom back out, and we do have some storms around the planet. We'll see what happens with those, and of course, we'll always keep an eye out for lovely volcanoes, and hopefully we'll be able to see something nice and new coming along sometime soon. I'd really like to see a new volcano. I would. It would be nice. Anyway, I am going to wrap it up for tonight. So for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, here's your opportunity. It's absolutely free and doesn't cost you anything to hit that like. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing. That'd be really cool. On that friendly note, it's a time for me to say a thank you to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, and Peggy, and Sue, and Yvonne Kunkel, and CND Boy, and Gary, 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, and Siggy as well. Didn't see them, but and we've got some others. So thank you, moderators. I do appreciate your wonderful work. And a big thank you to Sue again for sending in the volcano reports. Always really nice to see them. And going south, saying thanks, Dr. Fox, and Lava lovers. That's awesome. And big thank you to everyone here. You guys are really awesome. I want to say a special thanks to our gift givers and super chatters. We'll start out with Gura super chatted, then Piggy did, and then Gura again. Then Piggy gifted one membership, and Gura said another super chat, and Grandma B had a super chat, and then Irish Monk had a super chat, and then Irish Monk had another super chat. So thank you everyone. I do appreciate that wonderful support, and glad to see our wonderful lava family is continuing to keep going, which is really, really nice. All right, so time for me to get off of here and just do my thing. I will let it run for a little while here. When it gets to the end of this particular canned lava, I'm going to shut down, and I think there is, let's see, what do we got here? At least, I'd say at least about a half an hour left there. Also, I'll let it run to that point, and then I got to get at other things. So, thank you everyone for being here. Take care of yourselves. Be good. Be kind. Ooh, Irish Monk just gifted a 5-pack of memberships. That is awesome. And thank you, Irish Monk. Gifted a 5. I really appreciate that. And let's see, who got those? Old Nick got one. That's awesome. And Jada, and Greg Orion, Andrea Staley, and Seabreeze. Congratulations to those good people, and thank you very kindly, Irish Monk, right at the heels of our wonderful show here. So thank you very kindly. On those notes, though, it is time for me to wrap it up. Be good, be kind, take care of yourselves. Remember, tomorrow is Saturday. The show starts early. Thanks, Bob, for putting that up on the chat there, and that is awesome. So you just remember 3 hours earlier than the weekday ones. So from there, it's basically thank you all. Take care, and good night to you, or good morning, depending on where you are, or good afternoon. And on those notes, only one thing left to add. Please, please, tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We'll see you all tomorrow. Good night, and take care, and oink oink!